Hello NBA fans, every day we have news about the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm a Lakers fan and I'm counting on you to subscribe to the channel and leave your. Bronny James has struggled with his game, and even though he has a contract with the Lakers, it's not a guarantee that he will stay. If his father, LeBron James, requests a trade, he will likely take Bronny with him. If that doesn't happen, the Lakers could part ways with Bronny because he occupies a roster spot and rarely makes the rotation. Many NBA fans and analysts believe that if Bronny James leaves for a team not currently competing for the title, he could get some minutes and develop his game, eventually becoming a great player. Therefore, it's clear that Bronny James' future will not be with the Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers and LeBron James are currently going through an uncertain situation that could lead to a divorce between the two parties. That situation has brought up the question about Bronny James' future with the team if his dad ends up leaving town. James, who was a second-round pick for the Lakers in the 2024 NBA draft, has not shown much just yet in his first year and change at a professional level. His offensive game has been rough at best. Defensively, the younger James does seem to have major potential. However, would that be enough to keep him on the roster without LeBron in town? While the questions continue swirling about Bronny's future with Los Angeles, a new update has cast doubt about the long-term outlook for the two sides. Read more. LeBron James' former teammate makes prediction for his NBA future. John Hollinger of The Athletic took an honest look at James' future with the Lakers. He revealed some blunt honesty that bring up concern for James if he doesn't take a huge leap in his second season. James has a fully guaranteed deal this year, but after that, everything is up in the air, Hollinger wrote. If LeBron James isn't a Laker after this season, it's hard to see them keep riding with Bronny unless he's earned his stripes by then. Next year's deal is only 50% guaranteed. Many have suggested that James was only drafted by Los Angeles because of his dad. At times, the team has fired back against that line of thinking, stating that they believe James has NBA potential. Should the Lakers move on from him quickly if LeBron leaves town, that would confirm the popular fan theory. During his rookie NBA season, James played in just 27 games and made one start. He averaged 2.3 points, 0.8 assists, and 0.7 rebounds per game, while shooting 31.3% from the floor and 28.1% from the three-point arc. Read more. Celtics reveal huge update on Jason Tatum's recovery at 20 years old. There is plenty of time for James to continue developing. The question is, does he have the talent to become a legitimate rotation piece? In the G League for the South Bay Lakers, James played well. He put up averages of 21.9 points, 5.4 assists, 5.2 rebounds, and 1.9 steals and shot 44% overall and 38% from three-point range. Obviously, the 2025-26 season will be crucial for James' future. If he can find a way to break into the rotation, his future past his dad's career will look much better. LeBron James trade odds skyrocket after damning Lakers report. The Los Angeles Lakers are in the midst of a disappointing offseason. After flaming out early in the playoffs against the Minnesota Timberwolves, fans in Los Angeles were hoping for a big offseason that would help them get back to championship contender status. Instead, the Lakers lost key veteran Dorian Finney-Smith and only added Jake LaRavia and DeAndre Ayton so far. This will almost certainly not be enough to change the fate of the franchise in the 2025-26 season. To make matters worse, the Lakers are now dealing with serious LeBron James drama. The latest report by Ramona Shelburne and Brian Windhorst of ESPN paints a bleak picture of the relationship between the organization and James. In the story, two insiders suggest that the 40-year-old superstar is not particularly happy with the way the Lakers chose Luka Doncic over him in their future plans. James understood the Lakers taking advantage of an opportunity to pivot to the younger superstar. But from James' perspective, sources said, nuance was sometimes lost during the transition. Doncic had never asked to be a Laker. James, for his part, had chosen LA. Ramona Shelburne and Brian Windhorst, ESPN. This is in line with the developments of the offseason, as James opted into his $52.6 million player option without further extending his contract. His agent Rich Paul didn't commit to the Lakers long-term in his statements after this decision. This prevents the Lakers from making significant additions to the roster for financial reasons while keeping James on the verge of departure from LA. James has shown his lack of commitment to the team by refusing to welcome DeAndre Ayton to the team. Reading between the lines here, it's not too difficult to deduce that James' time in Los Angeles may come to an end sooner than expected. There is certainly no team in the NBA that would trade LeBron without his consent, including the Lakers. However, if things get bad enough, it's possible to see James requesting a trade either before the season or at the trade deadline. Whether that comes to fruition remains to be seen, but LeBron's chances of playing the 2025-26 season in a Lakers uniform are certainly lower than they were when the season ended. Disappointing Lakers signing could still be traded in July. This underperforming veteran isn't off thin ice just yet. The 2025 NBA season is chugging along as the second week of free agency nears its end. The summer has already brought plenty of new faces to the Los Angeles Lakers roster, including DeAndre Ayton, Jake LaRavia, and Adou Thiero, which highlights the solid job General Rob Pelinka has done this offseason. Although their early moves have been solid, the Lakers still have time to further upgrade their roster, especially if being an NBA title contender is their top priority. With limited cap space, though, a trade is LA's likeliest scenario to bring in reinforcements, which means familiar faces must be shipped out of town to achieve that goal. Of the Lakers' potential trade pieces, one disappointing veteran stands out above the rest as a candidate to be moved. Lakers' Gabe Vincent could be traded before July is over. Even though he's still on the roster as of July 12, Gabe Vincent is still a trade candidate before the month is over. The veteran guard has 1 year remaining on his contract with a $11.5 million cap hit, but he might be forced to finish his deal elsewhere if GM Pelinka and company can replace him with a more reliable option. Looking to add experience to the backcourt, the Lakers signed Vincent to a 3-year, $33 million contract 2 off-seasons ago. The former UC Santa Barbara product was coming off a solid 4-year run with the Miami Heat, and the hope was that he could provide similar support off Los Angeles' bench. Although year 2 was better than the first season of his contract, Vincent did little to earn job security with his 2024-25 performance. The 29-year-old guard averaged only 6.4 points on .400/.353/.714 splits, adding 1.4 assists and 1.3 rebounds per game while playing to a -3.8 offensive box plus-minus, his second worst rate of the last 4 seasons. After he then went on to average only 2.8 ppg with a 35.7 FG% and 30.83 p% in the playoffs, it became clearer that Vincent had already worn out his welcome. LeBron James sends message without words amid new Lakers bombshell report. The LeBron James saga continues as rumors swirl on the superstar's future with the Los Angeles Lakers. Less than 24 hours after ESPN dropped a bombshell report regarding tension between James and the Lakers, viral videos surfaced of the legend. The TLDR version is that James does not appear fazed by his future with the Lakers being in doubt. James was spotted in several viral videos dancing at a Bad Bunny concert, and the Lakers star did not hold back. Here is a look at one of the videos that has basketball fans, along with a few music fans, buzzing. Then there is this clip of James jamming out alongside Bad Bunny at the concert in Puerto Rico. The Lakers have an end date in mind for LeBron James' tenure in Los Angeles, insiders. There are no shortage of viral clips going around of James enjoying the Bad Bunny show. The one constant is that if James is concerned about his future, then the superstar is good at concealing his true feelings. James' dance moves come as ESPN's Brian Windhorst and Ramona Shelburne reported that the Lakers are expected to move on from the superstar in 2026. As things stand now, James will be a free agent in 2026, and if the star wants to continue playing, it will likely be for another team. Paul also had to formally inform the Lakers that James intended to pick up the final year of his contract after the team did not engage in any substantial discussions about extending him by a year or 2, sources said, as they had done twice previously during James' Lakers tenure, Windhorst and Shelburne wrote in a June 11, 2025, story titled, LeBron James to Luka Doncic, inside the most delicate superstar transition in NBA history. It was then that he let the organization know about the coming statement. The Lakers had already made their statement in not offering James a contract beyond this season. It was abundantly clear that the 21-time All-Star's time as the face of the Lakers had, for the first time, a planned end date, even if James' record-setting NBA career did not yet. Windhorst and Shelburne continued. Whether the 2025-26 season is to be James' final season in the NBA is up to him. But if he wanted the kind of Hollywood ending that only the Lakers can give legends of the game, the release date was set. Spring 2026. Luka Doncic in, LeBron James out. The Lakers did not offer LeBron James a contract extension and appear content for the star to move on in 2026. The NBA insiders also reported that Luka Doncic received a personal phone call prior to the news of the Lakers being sold. James was informed of the news via his representatives. Doncic is becoming the new center of the Lakers franchise, with James being moved to the co-star role. All this has sparked Lakers rumors that the team could explore a potential trade for James. Yet, it is difficult to gauge what James' market would be around the league. Then of course, the coup de grace, the Lakers, by not offering James an extension, indicated they were comfortable having him on the roster as an expiring contract, a rare position for a superstar player of his caliber, Shelburne and Windhorst detailed. James has responded to this treatment by dropping cryptic hints as to his thinking, which he has done multiple times over his career when he's been frustrated with his current franchise. Analyst believes the Lakers are done with LeBron James. The Los Angeles Lakers appear to be positioning themselves for a future without LeBron James, despite the superstar exercising his $52.6 million player option for the 2025-26 season. For the first time in his career, the franchise has chosen not to offer James an extension, creating speculation about the organization's long-term commitment to their aging star. The Lakers' silence regarding James' future has caught the attention of analysts across the league. Fox Sports' Doug Gottlieb recently offered his perspective on the situation during his show. Why would the Lakers go from "we want to go all in on LeBron" to selling the team, and they don't even call him? My best guess is the LeBron thing is a lot. It wears you down. I think the Lakers are just done with it, Gottlieb said. Gottlieb suggests the organization has grown tired of the constant demands that come with managing James. The analyst points to years of roster construction centered around James' preferences, including the push for Russell Westbrook over DeMar DeRozan, as evidence of how the franchise has catered to their star player. The cycling through coaches who struggled to navigate the dynamics surrounding James has also contributed to organizational fatigue, according to Gottlieb. He believes the front office has grown weary of feeling like James was controlling team decisions from behind the scenes. Even Bronny James' presence has reportedly created friction within the organization, with some questioning the handling of his G League development. Gottlieb frames this as part of a broader pattern where James' influence eventually becomes overwhelming for organizations. The irony, according to Gottlieb, lies in how James seems unsettled by the Lakers' recent silence, mirroring his own approach to wielding power when situations no longer serve his interests. Cavaliers interested in Lakers LeBron James under one condition. Los Angeles Lakers forward LeBron James might leave the franchise after delivering them an NBA title and could return to a city that he is quite familiar with. James picked up the player option on his contract for the upcoming season, making more than $50 million, though his future seems far from secure in Los Angeles. Along with the news that he was picking up his option, James' agent Rich Paul released a statement alluding at the legendary player's interest in potentially leaving the organization. More news, Lakers rumors, NBA Insider provides concerning update on LeBron James' relationship with LA. LeBron wants to compete for a championship. He knows the Lakers are building for the future. He understands that, but he values a realistic chance of winning it all, Paul said. We understand the difficulty in winning now while preparing for the future. We do want to evaluate what's best for LeBron at this stage in his life and career. He wants to make every season he has left count, and the Lakers understand that, are supportive and want what's best for him. Considering his high salary, one of James' suitors would need to sacrifice a lot of quality depth in order to get a deal done. An alternative route for him to go through is negotiating a contract buyout and joining another team in free agency. According to reporting from Ashish Mathur of Hoops Wire, James' hometown team, the Cleveland Cavaliers, would be interested in bringing back their franchise icon on one condition. Sources said that Cleveland is only interested in James in a buyout situation, Mathur wrote in his story. James delivered the Cavs their first NBA title back in 2016, beating one of the greatest teams of all time in the NBA Finals. He ended up leaving for the Lakers after that success and delivered Los Angeles their first title in a decade. The Lakers are pivoting away from building around James and instead are focused on Luka Doncic and his needs. James, as a result, is left feeling neglected during what could be his final season at the top level of the NBA. The Cavs, meanwhile, field one of the best rosters in the league and should provide an immediate opportunity for him to make another deep run in the playoffs in a weak Eastern Conference. The Lakers are unlikely to grant James a buyout and pay him to play on another team. The most likely outcome is that James plays out his final year in Los Angeles and potentially joins the Cavs during the next offseason when he will be a free agent.